Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to Harper Engineering, Lab EG4. And the purpose of this session is a quick demonstration of a CAN bus. So on the bench here, we've got a representation of a vehicle that is sending CAN messages to different parts of the vehicle. This vehicle is split into 4 parts, the 4 separate sections there with 4 PLC logic controllers controlling each part of the vehicle. Now at the moment you can see the right hand indicator running. So there should be messages being transmitted up and down the CAN bus. The CAN bus is this blue and yellow wire, CAN high, CAN low. And note it's twisted for noise immunity. Okay, the equipment we're using to look at these CAN messages is the PicoScope. It's one of the pieces of equipment we're using. And this other one here is the CAN King. So it's plugged into the CAN bus and it's also receiving messages. It's plugged into the laptop, it's a USB converter, CAN to USB converter. Right, let's start with the PicoScope output here. So on the screen we've got the 2 CAN signals, CAN high, CAN low. If I separate them a minute you can see what each one looks like. So the red one there is CAN low and the blue obviously CAN high. If you look at the vertical scale they start at 2.5 volts. So normally it's 2.5 volts on this CAN bus and the data is differential, so if the data cables go apart you get a 1 or if they're together you get a 0. So the data is represented by 1s and 0s on this CAN bus. CAN high, CAN low. This yellow one's the trigger point at the moment. The CAN messages are split into various data, various individual chunks, and at the beginning of the CAN message we've got the ID. So this left indicator is ID 3 there, you can see the 3. And the data being transmitted is this one here, 0 and 1. Presumably 0 for off and 1 for on. So that's the output from the PicoScope using the CAN decoding on the PicoScope. Notice here we've got 50 microseconds per division, so this data here is quite quick. On the reticule on the scale here, this is 50 microseconds. So there's several pieces of data there in a 50 microsecond window. The other piece of equipment we're using to look at this CAN bus was the CAN King, which is on this laptop here. So if I just get rid of that light a minute and clear the screen. And these are the messages coming through real time, and you've got ID 3 and it's changing between 1 and 0 on the D0 bit. You've got time there as well. Okay, so that's the CAN King messages. So let's change the message. So instead of turning left, let's turn right. So now the vehicle's going right. The message should have changed from, it was 3 before, so we're now on ID 4. ID 4 and again switching between 0 and 1. And on the curvaser system also we should have it's gone to ID 4. Okay, that's a quick whiz through some of the pieces of equipment that we're using to look at the CAN messages. Thank you.